Hi, this is Gretchen, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about doing some storyboards in Lightroom. And so what I've done here is I've gone over to the print module in Lightroom, and I've selected custom package. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be putting some rectangles up here to create the storyboards. If you have already some rectangles in here and you want to start over fresh, you're going to go down here to the cells and click clear layout, and then that'll clear everything out. And also, if you know how big you want to make your page, you can go down here to print job and switch over print to printer, switch it over to print to JPEG file, and then you can change your custom file dimensions to whatever size you want. And right now I just have it set up to that, but you could set it up to anything. And I wanted to mention that at one point I used to change my file resolution so that it would print out at exactly the correct number of pixels. And the pictures in my blog weren't looking very good. They were looking just kind of pixelated and not very good. And I got on Lightroom forums and asked them about that, and they said it's better to print your storyboards at a higher PPI and then reduce the image size later, like in Photoshop or Photoshop Elements, or I sometimes just use a regular photo editing thing that I have, like Windows Photo Editor or something. But you want to print it at a higher PPI so the quality of the images will be better. Okay, so anyway, to go ahead and put some rectangles in here where you can drag and drop your pictures, you go over here to cells and you pick the size of rectangle you want. You can also edit the size of the rectangle to fit any size you want. Okay, so now when I put the rectangle in there, one thing I want to bring your attention to is this lock to photo aspect ratio. When I click that, it's going to keep the rectangle exactly the same size. It might make it smaller and bigger, but it won't change it to like a square or a long skinny rectangle or something. If it's unchecked, it will change it, and I'll show you. Okay, so there, now I've put this rectangle in and I don't have the box checked, so you see I can like change the size and all that. So that's good if you want to make custom sizes and that sort of thing. But if you want to create one where it's not going to change, then you can see what will happen here. See how it's just changing the size of the rectangle, but it's not reshaping it at all. Okay, so there's one part that's important. Okay, so I'm just going to make stick a bunch of rectangles in here and just show you what they look like. And when the image gets too big, it starts a new page for you, but of course you can just resize that down. You can drag it over here. I'm going to put all these in here, and then I'll just resize it up to here. And maybe I'll stick a really skinny one in there or something. Let's see. Uncheck that. Okay, I paused the recording for a minute so that I could go ahead and fill up my page. And so now I've got this storyboard here. And then what you want to do is, if you want to fill it with images, here's some random images. I'm just going to stick them in there. They're not going to look right. They're just going to be all strangely sitting in there, but they are there. Okay, so let's just stick some in there. Okay, so now you'll see that it has that white border on the inside, and you can change that here with the inner stroke. You can uncheck it, and then you'll see they'll all be together. Or if you click it, you can create it to be whatever size you want. 1.0 is a little bit smaller. If you want it even smaller, it's 0.5, and it's even smaller than that. And also your photo border is going to be around each photo as well. All right, and you can turn that off or turn that on as you like. And also your background can be changed from white. It doesn't have to be white. It can be black. Oopsie. And the page background color right here is selected as white, but you could change it to be any color you want. You can change it. This only looks like black and white, but really what you can do is you can click and hold and then drag it into